Well, one of the things that made this project unique from the beginning was that the Pittsburgh Cultural Trust requested that the teams that submitted their qualifications for the project should include an artist, but not an artist who was going to make a thing or some work of art for the project, but to be integrally involved with the actual design of the park. And through a series of ideas and connections, somebody suggested that Ann Hamilton would be a good person for our office to hook up with, and so I tracked Ann down in Los Angeles, where she was doing
the plywood project.
Yeah, the plywood project, and I got her on the phone, which I thought was quite extraordinary and a very good sign. I wasn't talking to a fax machine or something. And I explained the project, and she was very gracious about it. But I absolutely had the sense that, like she was holding the phone out here at the other end and going, "They want me to design a park," But she was very nice about it. She said, "Well, I have to think about this, and I'll get back to you tomorrow." So I hung up the phone, and I told Matthew and Laura that, she was very nice on the phone, but I absolutely am sure that she's going to say she doesn't want to do this. So she called back the next day and said she did want to do it, but it turned out that one of the reasons that she decided to do it was that Michael had some familiarity with our office and our work, and said, if you ever want to do anything like this, you should do it with them. It's a good one.
Because I was familiar with their work from Minneapolis, basically. And actually with Michael's work from a long time ago, he did a piece in Dayton's department store on the 8th floor. They have an auditorium. And he designed a spring flower show there that they did.
60,000 tulips in it.
Yeah, and that was the first time.
The excess that bonded us in the beginning.
Yeah, exactly.
Continued to.
And I had seen that and remembered that, and then you had done the design quarter.
Once we found out that we were on a short list of firms that were being considered, we started digging into the history of the site. And we learned that in the first decade of the 20th century, the Olmsted brothers, the firm that was the successor of Frederick Law Olmsted Sr., they had done an urban design plan, sort of city beautiful plan for Pittsburgh. And out of that plan, the place where, at the tip of the Pittsburgh Peninsula, a park was created called what's called Point State Park now. But we found out that the Olmsted brothers had actually anticipated a linear park, a kind of perimeter esplanade along the Allegheny River, and that's this little strip here. And this is actually the site of the project. One of the critical decisions that we made early on was that since the project is nearly a mile long and incredibly narrow, we realized that if we simply made the park concentric with the condition of the road and the river, we're going to have a very monotonous condition. So the project that we've been designing is this it's split, and it's these two thin pieces, one in the kind of realm of the river along the Allegheny, and the other more explicitly belonging to the city along Fort Duquesne Boulevard up here. And between them is a major urban road called the 10th Street Bypass, which is 4 lanes of quite high-speed traffic down here at the level of the Allegheny itself.
We had talked about the upper part actually embracing you and embracing the view, but holding you within the city, and the lower part sort of spilling you out over